Have you ever noticed two people wake up in the same city, under the same sky, with similar problems, yet one walks with peace in their eyes, and the other carries the weight of the world on their shoulders? Life did not become heavier for one and lighter for the other overnight. It happened quietly, through small habits, through daily choices, through the way they spoke to themselves when no one was listening. Today, let us talk about those simple habits that do not change your bank balancer, but change the balance of your heart. Have you ever wondered why two people can live in the same world, face similar problems, breathe the same air, yet one feels peaceful and the other feels exhausted all the time? Life does not become heavy in one single day. It becomes heavy slowly, silently, through small habits, repeated thoughts, and unnecessary emotional burdens we carry every morning without realizing it. Most of us wake up and immediately pick up worry. Before our feet touch the ground, our mind is already running unfinished work, old regrets, future fears, and silent comparisons. We start the day tired not because the body is weak, but because the mind is overloaded. A lighter life begins when the morning becomes gentle. A few moments of stillness, a deep breath, a simple intention to do our best today. When the morning is calm, the day walks slowly, and when the day walks slowly, the heart can breathe. We also make life heavy by expecting too much. From people, from situations, from ourselves. Expectations are like invisible bags on our shoulders. The more we carry, the harder the journey feels. When reality does not match our imagination, disappointment is born. But when acceptance replaces resistance, peace quietly enters. Life does not always give what we want, but it always gives what we need to grow. The moment we stop asking, "Why me?" and start asking, "What can I learn?" the burden becomes lighter. Another reason life feels heavy is the way we talk to ourselves. Our inner voice is always active. Sometimes it encourages us, but often it judges us. We become our own harshest critics. We forget that growth is slow, mistakes are human, and progress is not a straight line. Speaking kindly to yourself is not weakness, it is strength. A gentle mind creates a strong heart. We also feed our minds more negativity than it can digest. News, comparisons, complaints, social pressure, slowly these become emotional noise. Gratitude works like sunlight. It does not change everything around us, but it changes how heavy the world feels inside us. When you notice what is still good, what is still working, what is still beautiful, the heart becomes lighter without any external change. Holding anger is another invisible weight. We think it protects us, but it only slows us down. Forgiveness is not saying what happened was right. It is saying your peace is more important than your pain. When you let go, you do not lose dignity. You gain freedom. Life becomes lighter when we choose simplicity over complexity, peace over proving, growth over guilt. You do not need a new life to feel lighter. You need new habits, small ones, quiet ones, kind ones. And one day, without realizing it, you will notice that your problems did not disappear, but your strength became greater than their weight. Many people believe that life becomes heavy because of big problems. But if you observe carefully, it is not the storms that exhaust us the most. It is the constant carrying of small stones in our heart. Small disappointments, small fears, small comparisons, small regrets. Alone they mean little, but together they become a mountain. We often think happiness will come when everything is perfect, when people behave as we expect, when plans succeed, when money is enough, when health never fails. But life smiles at such thinking and gently reminds us that perfection is not a destination on this road. Peace does not come from controlling life. It comes from understanding it. Every day we wake up with two invisible bags. One is filled with yesterday's mistakes and the other with tomorrow's worries. Both are unnecessary, yet we carry them faithfully. A lighter life begins when we learn to travel with only today in our hands. Yesterday cannot be edited, and tomorrow cannot be guaranteed. But this moment is breathing in front of you, quietly waiting to be lived. Sometimes we become tired not because life is difficult, but because we are trying to impress everyone. Please everyone, prove everything. We forget that the heart is not a stage and life is not an exam. You do not have to perform to deserve peace. You do not have to win to be worthy of rest. Another habit that makes life heavy is comparison. We compare our behind the scenes with someone else's highlight moments. We compare our struggles with their success, our beginning with their middle. This comparison slowly steals our joy and replaces it with silent sadness. A lighter heart learns to admire without feeling inferior and learns to grow without feeling late. We also hold on to words that hurt us. A sentence spoken years ago still lives rent-free in our mind. The person may have forgotten it, but we replay it daily. Forgiveness is not forgetting the lesson. It is releasing the poison. Carrying pain does not make us stronger. Releasing it does. There is great power in small daily kindness, smiling at someone without reason, listening without interrupting, saying thank you and meaning it, resting without guilt. These habits do not change the world overnight, but they change how heavy the world feels on your shoulders. Life will still challenge you. People will still misunderstand you. Plans will still collapse sometimes. But when your habits are peaceful, your reactions become gentle. And when your reactions become gentle, your heart becomes light. A bird does not complain about the wind. It adjusts its wings. You may not control everything that happens to you, but you can always choose what you carry inside you. Choose patience over panic. Choose understanding over anger. Choose faith over fear. Slowly, silently, life will not become easier, but you will become lighter. And that makes all the difference. There is a strange habit we all have. We make life heavier than it already is. Not because life demands it, but because we do not know how to put things down. We collect worries like souvenirs, store regrets like precious items, and protect our fears as if they are necessary for survival. Then one day we say, life is too heavy, without realizing that most of the weight is optional. From the moment we wake up, the mind begins to run. It revisits old conversations, imagines future failures, creates stories that have not yet happened. The body may be in the present, but the mind is traveling through time without rest. A lighter life begins when we gently bring it back. One deep breath, one honest pause, one reminder that this moment is enough to begin with. We also make life difficult by trying to control everything. We plan every step, predict every outcome, protect every emotion. When something unexpected happens, we feel cheated, as if life broke a contract. But life never promised comfort. It promised growth. And growth is often uncomfortable. Acceptance does not mean giving up. It means understanding that resistance multiplies pain, while acceptance reduces it. Another invisible burden is the need for approval. We adjust our words, our clothes, our dreams, and sometimes even our values to fit into other people's expectations. Slowly we become strangers to ourselves. The heart becomes tired, not from work, but from pretending. Peace arrives quietly when we decide to be honest rather than impressive. We are also experts at carrying emotional luggage. Someone hurts us, and we replay it again and again. Someone leaves, and we punish ourselves for trusting. Someone fails us, and we build walls so high that even love cannot climb them. Forgiveness feels difficult because pain feels familiar. But familiarity is not freedom. Letting go does not erase the past, it frees the future. There is also great heaviness in always wanting more. More success, more recognition, more security, more certainty. Desire itself is not wrong, but when it becomes endless, satisfaction becomes impossible. A grateful heart weighs less than a greedy one. When you pause and notice what is already working, what is already beautiful, what is already enough, the mind becomes quieter. Life does not become light when problems disappear. It becomes light when our relationship with problems changes. When we stop asking, why is this happening to me? And start asking, what is this shaping me into? Strength quietly replaces stress. You do not need to escape your life to feel peaceful. You need to experience it differently, with softer expectations, with stronger values, with slower reactions, with deeper understanding. One day, you will realize that your struggles did not leave, but your fear of them did. And when fear becomes smaller, life automatically becomes lighter. Life will still test you. People will still disappoint you. Plans will still break. But the weight you carry, that is your choice. You can carry complaints, or you can carry courage. You can carry regret, or you can carry wisdom. You can carry fear, or you can carry faith. Remember, you do not need a different life to feel lighter. You need different habits. And when your habits change, your heart changes. When your heart changes, your life begins to float instead of sink. Thank you.